Madam Speaker, I rise in support of the Ensuring Women's Right to Reproductive Freedom Act. In the wake of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, this legislation is necessary to ensure that those in states that have restricted abortion care can travel across state lines to seek the care they need and not be criminalized for doing so. I'm proud that women in my home state of Delaware still have access to abortion care and that we can serve as a safe haven for those from other states. But the reality for far too many people across the country is that they live in states where access to reproductive care has been so severely restricted that it's unavailable. And while the bills we're voting on today are necessary, we must also confront the realities of what overturning Roe means. Now, my middle name is Blunt, so let me be clear about who's going to be hit the hardest. Poor women, young women, women in rural areas, and women of color. People who may not have the ability to travel hundreds of miles to get the care they need. Madam Speaker, I was 10 years old when the landmark case of Roe was decided. Half a century later, I am standing on the floor of the House of Representatives, standing in the gap for doctors and healthcare providers so that they don't have to consult with a lawyer before they decide to give good care to their patients, standing for those who stood before us and fought for us to have this right for reproductive rights in the first place. And I'm standing for our young people so that our daughters and granddaughters don't need a health passport to travel from state to state or need anybody to worry about being criminalized for seeking care. I urge all members of the House to support both the Ensuring Women's Right to Reproductive Freedom Act and the Women's Health Protection Act. Bottom line, there is no room for politicians in our wombs. I yield back.